Hi guys, it's Nigel at 𝘆cie𝘂𝗿𝗶𝗶 and I hope you're all well today. The sun is out, it's Tuesday afternoon, and I want to welcome you to my property tour because just in there behind me, in this cul-de-sac called Ashdown Drive, is a 2-bedroom property that's been extended by a conservatory and a utility in the back. Quite a big rear garden, off-road parking to the front with that drop curb there, and then there's a garage as well. This one's offered with no Onward Chain. It needs a bit of finishing off inside. There is double glazing, there's oil heating, but you're going to do things like kitchen and bathrooms and redecorating. But somebody can move in. It's great because, you know, if people want to downsize, go into an empty chain, this property is going to be your cup of tea because it's competitively priced. It's going to be on the market today. As you can see, there's a little portiere to the front that will then open up into the living room. There's a kitchen behind it, and then a utility and a conservatory. 2 bedrooms then alongside the bathroom, which is actually a shower room. With these properties, it's a small cul-de-sac, so it is available with no Onward Chain. With my tours, you know, I'm going to spin the camera around today. We're going to get straight to this property, loving the weather. We'll talk about the amenities, and then we'll take a good look around this property, this semi-detached property in Ashdown Drive. Ashdown Drive is just a small cul-de-sac. I've sold most of these properties over the years. There's little cut-throughs that take you up to 𝘧𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗶. You can go along Church Lane, and that will then link you into either Forest Road. You've got the stunning National Trust village of 𝘆𝗂𝗿𝗍𝗿, probably 3 or 4 miles north. You can get into town. I'm quite a fit lad. It'll take you 10 or 15 minutes maybe to walk. You can go up Church Lane, and then there's also a garage up there. There's the co-op, Forest and Sandridge School. And just along here, as you go along 𝘧𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗶 Avenue, it was named after the forest years ago. There's lots of green spaces in behind. You can take, you know, if you've got dogs or if you just want a countryside walk, it's pretty much on your doorstep, and that's where 𝘆𝗂𝗿𝗍𝗿 would go. Melksham's a bustling market town, as you know, guys. We do have a train station there. It's very important we say that because we're going to use it more, because it will link you to Chippenham and then Paddington or the southwest to get to the M4. I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes in the car, so again that's pretty decent. And Melksham's got an array of shops, new campus, it's a growing, expanding market town. This is the property we're going to see today. It's number 1 Ashdown Drive. It's a vacant property, and like I said, it's got no chain with this one, so anybody see it before Christmas, possibly this can happen depending on solicitors, etc. So we're going to go through that door and take a good look around. So here we can just see the drop curve. Obviously you've got the garage there. There is a walk by that links you up to Epping Drive and Sherwood Walk, and then along 𝘧𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗶 into the other cul-de-sacs as well. You can see this area has been dropped, and then obviously you can put a vehicle in there. You could possibly put 2 in there if you wanted to, use the garage. That can make 3, but definitely parking for 1 vehicle. All gravelled out to the front. 2-bed semi-detached property. And I like with this one, guys, I will say it's only had 1 owner. They moved in the 1970, I think 1970, 71, and it's been owned by the same person for 50 years. So it's not had many owners, and I just thought I'd give you that bit of history. So it's the first time it's been sold in 50 years, or 51 years, in fact. So we're going to go through this double glazed door into a little area. I'm just going to turn the camera around because I'd like to show you there is a little radiator here. So it's an entrance porch basically, double glazed entrance door 2, and then that brings you into the living room. Again, I think you're going to recarpet this room. There's a bit of Artex in there. You might change the ceilings and skim it. These are jobs that I want to just show you because I think it's important to not only demonstrate the possibilities of a home and link property and people together, but also let you know what type of work that needs doing, so it's beneficial for you in the long run when you do your viewing. You're kind of prepared. Plenty of room here for your sofa and suite. You can put TV up here or in the corner, but you've got the little recess walling there. They don't use the fireplace, it's just a mop feature there. And like I said, they've got oil heating because back in the 70s, you might not know this, but they didn't have oil or gas up here. It was all electric. Most of it now is gas heating, which is being converted to gas heating. These guys, or these owners, I would say, they kept the boiler and the oil. They didn't actually have to change it, so they're quite happy with it. But somebody else, I think, probably will change that over time when they purchase this property. Just giving you different angles. You can see the front, and if I just show you that front again, you've got a radiator that runs along the bottom of the window, and this big window that brings in natural light, and there's your parking. I think you could definitely get 2 vehicles on there. It's such a small, quiet cul-de-sac as well, you know, and you're just tucked away with no chain. I'm just going to then turn the camera around one more time. That's your living room, and then where we're going to go is the kitchen. So pop into the kitchen. Little breakfast area here, equipped with eye-level cupboards, base units, double glazed door and window. That's going to take you out into another room in a minute, which is going to be the small utility. And as I turn this around, you can just see where the kitchen is. Little area there. Obviously this is incorporated into units. You could change the kitchen, change the flooring. Some people might not. They might think this is sufficient. It's quite a clean kitchen, this one, but I think it'll be changed over the years. Come through here, and of course this is how they've used the utility. It's actually an extension. It might have been a conservatory originally, and then they've added another one over the years. You've got your power points there. Obviously you've got areas here for white goods, obscure windows here, double glazed. And as I bring this camera back out before I show you this, there we go. That's just another angle of this utility. Bit of brick walling, double glazing. I think that's triple polycarbonate roof, but don't quote me on that. Links you into conservatory radiator in here. Again, brickwork there, and then it's double glazed all around with windows and doors. And then that links you back out, and we'll have a look in a minute into that rear garden. Come back through. That's the utility area that they use currently. Back in here again to the kitchen. Take a little view of the kitchen. Come back through to the living room, and obviously we came in from that porch into here. And where we're going to take, there's a little inner passage in there. And what I'm going to do is just take you into the bathroom. Wash-hand basin, shower cubicle. Obviously got an obscure double glazed window there. There's a low-level WC. Kind of a wood effect flooring that's there. And then the radiator's in there. But I think somebody again will change the bathroom. They'll change the decor of the property. There's a little wardrobe in here, cupboard in here. And that's for your linen shelving. And then you're left with the other bedrooms right here. Bring the camera around. This is the smaller of the 2 beds. You can see all this is built in. You can take this off if you wanted to. There's a single bed there. Double glazed window, that's to the rear. And then a radiator there. It looks like they've built in some wardrobes in here. You can see that. And then they've got a little area there that they could have, I don't know, is for a little desk, I suppose. And you can put your computer there if you wanted to. The bedroom there. Come back through here. And then this is the larger of the 2 bedrooms. All this is built in, and again this is to the standard and taste of the original owners. And of course, as you can imagine guys, they haven't moved for 50 years, or it's not been on the market for 50 years. Now there's no chain, you know, obviously you're going to change the carpets. The windows look great, they look fine to me, I should say. The radiators look okay, so I think it's going to need attention with the kitchen, the decor, the carpets and the painting. And that bathroom there, that's where you'll probably look to finance from the purchase, and that's the reason why it's reflected in the price of this property. So it's keenly priced for obvious reasons, and then it has the benefit of no chain. So really somebody's going to get quite a decent 2-bed bungalow with the parking and garage with no chain, which is pretty cool. So just a little recap from here then. Main bedroom, these are all the overhead storage you got from the main bedroom. Come back through. Bedroom 2. Shower room, we call it. You could put a bath back in if you wanted to, and a shower if you really wanted to. Back into the living room. There's your living room. Back out into your kitchen. Give you another angle of the kitchen. Then into the utility area. You can see that roof, windows, plenty of storage for white goods, and then conservatory. So I hope you've enjoyed the tour so far. Let's pop outside and have a look at that rear garden. Right, we're just coming from the conservatory, guys. Let's open this up. Interesting garden, because it's actually bigger than what it looks. But there's this, there's a bit here. That's where the boiler is kept outside for the oil. And then they've got the oil tank with a you know, which is enclosed by a bit of timber fencing. And then it just comes out. So you've got that point over there, through here and a bit more down there. And then a garden here. There's an old aluminium sort of shed. But as I show you, it's actually a decent size plot, because I can come back. And now you can see how good this plot is. So again, I think this one will be returfed, or you can keep it as a patio or paved. You could have a seating area there if you want. Obviously there's a bit more garden here. And I'm just looking at the time, because it's about 2:30 and the sun is there, so you do get the sun in this back garden. It's a low sun as well, so it'll be even higher. But then you've got this bit to the side, and that goes right to that gate, and that takes you into that front drive again. Bit odd there, because you've got this enclosed. I think it gets in the way. I think someone's going to take that off and put some different, you know, gas heating into this property, just to modernise it and then create more space here, because you can build this up with some flower beds or borders. You could put some planters in there, whatever you want to do with the rear garden, seating areas, decking, anything, because it's actually not a bad plot. There is a path that runs along the side. Like I said, if I just go along the side of this property, there's some bins here, and then you can just see where that gate is. And if I walk along here, you've got the garage there to the right, and then that brings you out into all this parking. There's a herbaceous border there and a hedging there, but there's plenty of parking here, and you can create more in there. So all in all, what do we have with this property? It's just a 2-bed semi-detached bungalow in a quiet cul-de-sac. On the eastern side of town, there is a bus route here that collects people and takes you into the town. I think it's very important that you know that for convenience. You've got countryside walks pretty much on your doorstep. Obviously it's no chain, so that's another point, and it's a big plus point, this. And then it's the parking. You're going to spend money on this property, but if you spend it in the right areas, you'll get a return on that, no doubt, later on, because you need to smart this up really. But it's ready to buy with no chain. Any questions, it's Nigel at 𝘆cie𝗂𝗿𝗶 Estate Agents on 01225 707 342. Hopefully you found this an honest appraisal of this property. Any questions, just feel free to give me a nudge. I hope you're all well, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.